Dance marathons, also called walkathons, were very popular and very controversial during the 1920s and into the Great Depression. They were competitions where couples would dance for hundreds of hours for a chance to win a cash prize of usually a few $100s. At the height of their popularity, most cities with a population over 50,000 people held marathons. Promoters of these competitions often searched for cities without any past walkathons, which they called virgin spots, to hopefully make a larger profit than in a city which held them regularly. Many of these promoters had groups of professional dancers which are known as horses because they had the ability to go the distance. These horses would often sing or banter throughout the night to entertain the crowds, while the newcomers would be struggling just to stay on their feet. Dancers tried to entertain the crowds in order to get showers of coins from the audience, which was also called a spray. Dance marathons gave jobs to over 20,000 people, as promoters, floor judges, trainers, nurses, masters of ceremonies, and contestants. A lot of these competitions were rigged so that the professionals would win the prize money instead of the desperate amateurs. These competitions really only had two rules: make sure your knees don't touch the ground and keep your legs moving. Judges would enforce these rules harshly. If you were not dancing energetically enough, or if your knees were getting close to the ground, the judge would smack your legs with a ruler. Dancers were required to dance for 45 minutes straight every hour with a 15-minute break in between the dance sessions. The dancers were then allowed to sleep for 11 of those 15 minutes and then would be woken up by an air horn. Professionals learned how to fall asleep the second they landed on the cots. If women didn't wake up from the horn, they would be woken up by using smelling salts or by being slapped. If men didn't wake up, they would be dunked into ice water. To please the audience, some walkathons would pull out the cot so they could see the dancers' only private moments. Unsurprisingly, the dancers would still be exhausted after the short breaks. Men would often tie their wrists together with their handkerchiefs and then put them behind their partners' necks and fall asleep, leaving their partner to struggle to keep their weight off the ground. Many of the dancers continued to labor through conditions simply because competing in one of these dance marathons meant a guarantee of food and a roof over their head. Although these dance marathons were hugely popular, many people started to protest these competitions, most prominently for moral or for money reasons. Theater owners fought against these walkathons because they were ruining business for the theaters when they started up in their hometowns. Many women's groups and churches fought against the dance marathons as well because they saw that the act of watching people become slowly more degraded was shameful, and the way people danced was not socially appropriate. It was not uncommon to see contestants faint or sometimes die from pure exhaustion. Finally, the government started cracking down on all these sore spots. On September 5th, 1928, Seattle banned all walkathons in the city after a contestant who placed fifth made a suicide attempt. Many other cities and states soon followed throughout the 1930s, and slowly but surely, these controversial competitions finally disappeared throughout America.